Hey, how is everybody today? It is Saturday, and that means it's a new day, and that means it's a new review. Guff here, coming with you with the new review of the studio series Revenge of the Fallen, Constructicon, Decepticon, Scrapper. So, there he is, and here we are. Let's go ahead and go with the first thing off our checklist, and that's gonna be the packaging that Scrapper comes in. So let's move him out of the way, and let's go on ahead and take a look at the packaging. On the front here we do have Scrapper here looking all scrappy, ready to scrap. And then it does say that he is number 60 in the Studio Series lineup. It does say Decepticon logo, Constructicon Scrapper for ages 8 and up, from Hasbro, Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers, and then Generations, Takara Tomy. On the top we have the regular window for the Studio Series, and then it does say, once again, Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. On the side here we do have the big brute himself, Devastator, and then when you look up a little bit more, it does have the logo of Devastator himself. If we can, we'll just zoom in just a little bit so that we can see exactly how it looks. It could have been depicted better. But, once again, there goes the big man himself, and then towards the bottom there it does say Authentic Transformers logo. On the other side we do have Scrapper looking all scrappy with his light blue eyes. Yellow. Studio Series, number 60 in the lineup. And here's a Voyager class. And then it does say the same thing in 4 different languages. And then on the bottom here, we do have the barcode, all the other little symbols, words, different languages. And then on the back here we do have the not for ages 3 and under. It is a trucking hazard warning, small parts may be generated, meaning swallowed. And then it does have the Hasbro emblem on there, and then more words there. And then it does say the Desert Sands Quake as Constructicon Scrapper combines with his comrades to form Constructicon Devastator. And then when we do look up at the top here, we do have where it does say that it is big screen inspired, and then it does say, once again, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Constructicon Scrapper. Once again, the Decepticon logo, and then we do have the Scrapper product here looking all menacing in his robot form, and then all bulldozer-like with his alt mode, his vehicle mode. And then it does say that it does include a backdrop, which I'll take out here in a minute because I noticed the last 2 reviews I've done I forgot to do so. It does say that you can have him go from one mode to the other in 36 steps, and then that is it for that. So let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And let's just bring this back down here real quick. And then we will just bring Scrapper right back here again. Here he is in his alt mode, so his bulldozer mode. He is made up with a lot of yellow, just like his other teammates from the Constructicons. He does have that same metallic sky blue look right there, that color in the windows, even on the back here, and on all 4 sides. And then he does have some gunmetal gray look right there along with right there, and then his rims are done up in a gray silver light, along with a little bit here, and then all the shocks and struts and all that stuff is done up in the same shade of gray silver there. And then he does have some movability right there. Ooh, not supposed to do that. There we go. But that does go up and down. He does move around just fine. I don't know why mine, the tire on this side seems to be up a little bit more than all the others, as you can see. They move just fine, or just that tire here is up off the ground a little bit more. For size comparisons, we do have him right here next to High Tower, as you can see the difference. And height and width, and even in the length. High Tower is a deluxe class. Here we have him next to Scrap Metal here, another deluxe figure from the same lineup, from his team, his brethrens, as you can call them. Here he goes next to good old Overload. I don't know why I've been saying Overlord completely by accident here. But Overload is a leader class. So you can see the length difference, the height difference, and they're about the same size and width. And then here he goes next to his other team member, which is another Voyager class, Mixmaster. As you can see though, Scrapper in his alt mode is a little bit wider, but not that much shorter in length. They're about the same in height too. And then here he goes next to Voyager, no, not Voyager, but Deluxe Soundwave. If I can get him in here. Let's scoot him back just a hair bit. There we go. As you can see, just about the same length. Almost. And here he is next to former Decepticon turned Autobot Drift from the Studio Series lineup as well. Much shorter, much not as long, but he is also a deluxe class as well. So let's go ahead and move these guys out of the way real quick. We'll move them just like so. I'm gonna do this a little bit different today than what I normally happen with the transformation. I'm actually gonna change him into the combiner mode, where he combines with the others to become Devastator. So first things first, just turn him around, bring the connection port that goes into the arm, just like that. Bring it up just like that. Bring him around. Normally this would be up in here, but I already had it down. So what you're going to want to do is now unpeg this and bring it down. What you're going to want to do is peg it from right here. As you can see, there's a peg there where you can peg it into this hole right here. You can see it barely, but it'll be right there. You peg it in just like so. Same thing with this side. You just bring it on down and peg it in. There we go. Silly old thing. There we go. And then you're gonna unpeg the front here, and then you're gonna bring this down. Next, go ahead and pop this up like so. So the cab of the vehicle mode will be coming up. But now you're gonna wanna take right here, turn it around like so, and then have it come up just like that. Same thing with the other side. You're gonna turn it around like so, bring this up and over just like so, have it coming just like that, and there we go. You have him in this combiner mode, which he'll connect onto the arm, and that'll be his hand for Devastator. So all we'll have to do to transform him back into vehicle mode is simply go in reverse of what you did. So you'll unpeg that from that hole right there, and then you'll peg this peg into this hole right there like so. And that's gonna straighten all that back up. Then turn this back around like so, right at that joint there. Bring this back down and bring this part back up. It's gonna peg where that hole is with this peg. Mine likes to be kinda a pain in the butt. Don't know why, but it does. There we go. And then you're gonna take these two pegs here, this one, and peg into right here. And if you pay attention, these will line up with these that's on the side of the bulldozer part. So you'll know if you have it and they're good enough or not. And there we go. You have it back, and just peg this back into the holes. And there you go. You have it back in vehicle mode. Now to transform this guy into his robot mode, all you do, unhook the tires, unhook this, bring this up and over just like that. Go on ahead. And I meant to do this with the combine mode. This is supposed to come up like that when you do the combine mode. Bring this back up, like so. These will unhook right there, like so. Bring the cab back up, and then these are actually tabbed in right there, so you're going to want to untab them, and that's going to cause this to come up more. Right here is the shoulder, so you want to bring them out and about, like so. So now you kind of have an idea where the shoulders are for when you turn him into his robot. Turn him around. Bring this top part, which is the combine hinge. Bring it around to the back so that way you can open up the chest cavity here. And there's his head with his neck. All I have to do, reach behind and just push him up. You'll hear it kind of click, and there we go. Bring the chest cavity back up, like so. Bring the head back down. Turn it around, and bring this connection part all the way around. Might have to do it like this. Let's see. Bring it one spot up. There we go. There we go. And then the shoulder should peg right into that spot there. Same with the other side. Bring this up like that. Now you kind of have this funny looking guy. Bring this up and around like so. So his right hand you're going to rotate. Then what you're going to want to do is, I should have done this to begin with, but rotate this whole section here that's right here at this hip. Bring it all the way around, like so. Same thing with this. Bring it around. And you'll have him going around like sideswipe on wheels. Bring this down. Rotate it. Open this spot up. And bring this around like this. But now you're going to rotate this section right here underneath this tire, this wheel, just like that. And then you're going to bring this up. Actually, I think I have that backwards, actually. Let's turn this back around. And this is actually... Do I have it backwards? I believe that I actually do. Let me see here. Actually, I'm pretty for sure that it is actually supposed to go like this. Let me double check here. Because this is supposed to come up. Ah, okay. There we go. I totally had a blonde moment there. Blonde at heart moment. How about that? There we go. Okay. So, now that I remembered how that goes, you're actually gonna rotate this at the joint there, right underneath that tire. So you're gonna have this weird looking tire, as you can see with the peg right there. You're gonna have that on the inside. So you're gonna see that this is on the inside, and this will be on the outside, the pin. Like so. Then you're gonna wanna straighten this out. Bring this around. Rotate this just a little bit. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna have this come out just like that. And this is actually gonna peg into this right there. So what you're gonna have to do, bring it all the way up. So if you're looking at it like the vehicle mode, that's how it would be. You open this like that, straighten it out, bring it up and back. And then this is gonna peg into that hole right there. Like so. And then this will fold up just like so. So there we go with his legs. And then the rest of his arms and everything is just straightening out like so. Same thing with this one. And there we go. We have his gimpy arm right here. And his, I guess you would say, wrecking ball hand. So, here he is in his robotic form. Let's get some size comparisons in, shall we? Here he goes next to the Voyager class skipjack. Skip to the loo with the scrapper here. But skipjack is missing his stand that he comes with. So, like I said, he is missing his stand. But as you can see, they're both Voyager classes. But if you have Skipjack looking like this with his belly coming up, he is shorter. But the height difference is not that much. But if you have him standing all the way up, then yeah, their heads are almost equal. So let's move him back. Let him just lay back. Here he is next to the deluxe size. Oh, what is his name? Scrap metal. There we go. Sorry. Brain is on a fritz right now. So here he is next to scrap metal. So right there we go. As you can see, the size difference in the two. Scrapper is much taller than scrap metal. But I guess you could say them two will be ready to scrap anything that comes their way. So we'll put scrap metal there. Next will be the High Tower, which is the deluxe class Constructicon. And I actually did figure out a neater way to display High Tower, which I think defines him more better than what he has been. As you can see, he looks more like a T-Rex now, like how in the concept art that he was supposed to have been. So theoretically, he is much shorter, unless you count the crane part. Let's move him out now. Here he is next to the Voyager class Mixmaster. So here he goes next to Mixmaster, like I just said. Trying to straighten him out just a hair bit here. There we go. As you can see, much a size difference, unless you go for the width. Next, here he is next to good old Overload. Let me get him set up. Trying to get... Yeah, I know what to do. With good old Skipjack here. Since he wants to keep skipping to the loo here. There we go. Here he is next to Leader class Overload. As you can see, they're pretty much the same height and everything, just way much more difference in the width. And last but not least, out of all the ones I have, because I'm still missing, I don't know, I keep trying to think of payload. It's not payload, it's long haul that I'm missing, but here he goes next to Scavenger, which is another leader class, the other leader class of this crew. So, there we go with all of them. He is done up in mainly yellow. If you look, his eyes are not even blue like how there's in the artwork, but you do have his head on a ball joint. He can kind of look up, but for him to be looking at a little angle, he can look straight down basically. His neck moves, his arms can go just that far because this part prevents him from doing any more movement. His legs can do a full 360, but it is hard to do. You do have a swivel joint at the knee that can do a full 360. The ankles and feet can't really move due to how it is, but you can still pose pretty good with him, as you can see. His elbows can do a full 360 though as well, both of them. This one is on, but other than that, he is just like the other Constructicons that I've done my reviews on. So these four altogether is basically made up of the same shades of yellow, as you can tell, which would be kinda cool if all of the Constructicons was made out of the same color. Who knows, maybe I might order all another set of these guys so that I can try to strip them down and repaint them all one solid color to have it all be one matching color for Devastator. But other than that, hope you guys have a good weekend, have a good Saturday, have a good morning, have a good night, have a good afternoon. Enjoy the weekend, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and keep yourself updated with me. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Bye.